Hello, my name is Shannon. Thank you so much for joining me today for this core focused practice. Now, a lot of time when people think of the core, they always think of the abs, but the core muscles go all the way around the body. I always like to compare it to like the core of an apple. So we've got our abs, we've got our side muscles, we've got our low back and our glutes. So this practice will be working all of these muscles, and we'll also be using 2 blocks. So we're going to start on our backs with our knees bent and take one of our blocks and place it under our sacrum. So doing the supported bridge, just to take a few breaths here to arrive on our mats and get our back used to being in a little bit of extension. Now we're going to let our knees gently fall a little bit right and left, feeling this little massage on our muscles of our glutes. And then let's pause and center and make sure you have enough bend in your knees. We're going to do a bridge here. So pressing through our feet, lifting up our bottom, and find your block with your hands and just gently press your hands on the block as you tuck your chin and breathe. Starting to activate our core muscles in the back of our body. And very slowly release. Let's place the block to the side. We're going to take our time turning on our bellies. So coming all the way around, placing your head to the side, elbows are bent. We're going to bend our knees and let our feet fall right and left. And then we'll straighten our legs, placing our forehead on the mat. So keeping your legs together, we're going to bring our fingertips outside of the mat, so they're probably on the floor. And we're tightening our glute muscles, pressing our toes down. And we're going to inhale, lifting up. Exhale, coming down. And you can adjust your hands, like I'm going to bring mine a little bit closer. So we're using our glute muscles to kind of help us come up, using a little bit of our arms. Because our fingertips are down, we're sort of relying more on our core muscles. We'll do 2 more. Following our breath, inhaling up, exhaling down. Last one. Pause and hold, squeezing your glutes. And slowly release. Now let's bring our hands next to our chest, elbows are in. We're going to do a few baby cobras. Now for this one, you really want to focus on using your back muscles more than your glutes. So as you inhale, you lift up. So it's a very small movement. Exhale down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. We'll do 3 more. And on this last one, let's pause and hold. Maybe you can lift your hands up, so feeling your back muscles working and breathing. And then very slowly, we're going to press back into a child's pose. Just for a few breaths, breathing into your low back, getting that little relaxation pause. Now we'll press up, coming on our forearms with our shoulders over our elbows. Now let's bring our legs back into a modified plank pose. So our bottom is slightly higher than our shoulders. We're pressing our heels back and pulling in our bellies and continuing to breathe. And then let's tap our knees very slowly up and down on the mat. Two more. The next time your knees come up, let's walk our feet together and start to dip our hips right and left. Focusing on our breath. And then we'll drop our knees, coming up onto our hands so we can go into a downward facing dog. So feel free to find some movement or go straight into your dog, pausing and breathing. Now let's inhale our shoulders forward as we bring our right knee towards our right arm and back. And then we'll do left knee to left arm and back. Continuing with this movement, feeling your abdominal muscles working as you bring your leg forward. We are also working our hip flexors, which are a very important part of our core for stabilizing and balancing. Last one. Now we'll pause, take a breath. And then as we come forward, we're going to bring our right knee towards our nose and pause. Now let's reach that leg to the left, coming into fallen triangle. So the outside of our right foot is on the mat. We're dropping our back foot and reaching our left arm up to the sky. And gently release, bringing that leg back. You can find a little movement. We're going to do that on the other side. So going into your downward facing dog. Now we'll bring our shoulders forward, bringing our left knee to our nose and pausing. And reaching that leg through, placing the outside of the foot on the mat as we drop our back foot and reach our right arm up. And very slowly release. Let's drop our knees. We're going to come down on our side. So on our left side, forearm is on the mat, bringing our right foot behind us. This is where you can find one of your blocks. Actually, no, we're not going to use the block. We're going to place our hand behind our head. We're going to lift our pelvis up, finding your balance, and then you can lift your left leg up, pausing and breathing. And then we're going to bend that knee, bringing our right elbow towards our knee. Two more. Pause and hold. And then fairly slowly drop that leg down. We're going to come up on our knees, placing our right hand on the mat, reaching the left arm over, pressing our hips to the left, stretching to the side, and release. Let's come on the right side. We're going to do that same thing on this side. So our left hand is behind our head, left foot is behind our right leg. Let's lift our pelvis up, and then we can lift our bottom leg up and pause. And then slowly bend our knee towards our left elbow. Two more. Now bring it in and pause. And very slowly we'll come back on our knees again. This time bending to the left. Right arm is up, pressing our hips to the right. And release. We're going to come on our backs. So coming all the way down. Now we're going to work our abs. So let's find our blocks. Holding them on the narrow edge, bringing them overhead. So we're hovering our arms over the mat. You can have a bend in your elbows. We're going to tighten our stomach, pressing our low back into the mat as we lift our legs up. So pausing here, feeling our low back pressing into the mat. And then we will straighten our left leg as our right arm comes down and release back up. Then right leg and left arm and back. So continue doing this movement, focusing on your abdominal muscles, engaging so your low back stays on the mat. And if you'd like, you can make it a little more of a fluid movement, so you're kind of going back and forth without much of a pause. Just a few more. Now the next time your right leg comes down, pause and breathe. And switch sides, pause and breathe. And then bring your legs and arms straight up, flexing your feet. We're gonna reach our shoulder blades off the mat, tucking our chin. Maybe feel like you're pulling your bottom off the mat as well. Let's keep breathing, feeling the strength in our abs. And very slowly release down. Let's place the blocks to the side. We're going to grab our knees, hugging them in. And then place our feet flat, turning to the left. We're going to come up and sit on our knees to end with kapalabhati breath work, which will be engaging our core muscles. So the way that we do this, we're inhaling and exhaling through our nose. The inhale is passive and the exhale is active. So as you exhale, you're pulling your belly in. So it looks like this. So you can go at your own pace. We're going to do this for about a minute, and then we will breathe normally. I will let us know when we are going to breathe normally. So go ahead and shut your eyes, focusing on your core. Take a deep breath in and start your active exhales. Let your breathing return to normal. Notice how you feel. And take one final deep breath in. Gentle sigh out. Let's bring our hands to heart center, bowing our heads, giving ourselves gratitude for showing up today for this short practice to activate our core muscles and come home to ourselves. The light in me honors the light in you, and together here now and always, we are one. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you worked up a little sweat like I did, got that energy going, and I hope to practice with you again soon. Have a beautiful day.